Hey, good evening, Augusta Nation. We're just leaving the office now, headed home. It's about 6:45, so pretty normal day. It's kind of crazy seeing the sunlight disappear a little earlier, so it kind of sneaks up on you. But on the way home, had a typical day of estimating, and as far as on the video a little earlier this week on Monday, where we were talking about how we are assessing, have a system of assessing new team members and things like that. One of Jeremy's is our other owner, and he is the general manager, the operations of the business, the day-to-day and managing of the team. Him and I are a really good team together. I'm more of the visionary, the planner, the growth and marketing side, and then he really makes the machine run smooth and thinks of ways to directly manage the team better and to improve our processes. So one of the things that he came up with was for him and I to go out in the mornings, be in the shop while the team is getting ready. And one of the things we kind of struggle with here, we've noticed, is our team members, whenever they are having to communicate with newer team members, whether they're on the property or just in the shop getting ready for the day, they have a hard time with assertive communication, with direct communication, whether it be telling another team member, hey, I'm sharpening the blades, why don't you check the oil in the vehicles. Kind of just giving general direction is a little uncomfortable for from what we're finding anyways, most of our team members. So to facilitate some of that, Jeremy's idea was for him and I to go out in the shop. I mean, it's only probably 15 to 20 minutes a day, just so we can facilitate communication, get the team acting as leaders and communicating together, just getting themselves ready, making sure that they are successful for the day, and then also the little things that we may have thought they knew how to do, making sure everyone knows how to use the Magnum blade sharpener, making sure everybody knows exactly what is needed every day for success, and just doing small communication in the morning, I think, helps build team bonding anyways. So it was pretty cool. We've been doing it, it's only Tuesday, so it's the second day of doing it, and I really noticed a good bit of the team talking with each other instead of the more experienced team members doing all of the prep work of the blades, and the newer team members just kind of standing there. We saw a good bit of activity today. Everybody's working together, so we're going to keep doing that to enforce that type of communication and just to increase efficiencies in the morning for the team. So how about y'all? Do y'all notice as far as, do you have an assessment system where the team members assess themselves, or do you have a hierarchy where you've got crew leader and the helper, the lawn tech? And how would y'all rate your team as far as direct communication, assertive communication when you're trying to correct each other, or just trying to direct their team member throughout the day on properties? Have y'all noticed it's a little harder as far as the communication, or if y'all found that it's that your team communicates well and can use assertive communication and directly speak to one another about what needs to be done, what isn't done properly, and things like that? So that's what we're working on. It is slowing up a little bit as far as we're seeing some customers kind of want to go to one cut a month. So when it gets down to towards into the fall, October, November, we see some of that, but that's pretty normal. And so we are, like I was saying, we are fully staffed. We've got 8 team members for maintenance, and we've got a solo for project, and then we've got Jesse out doing treatments. So great to be back in full swing. So Jeremy, myself, and then Jesse can get back to our weekly leadership meetings. If y'all haven't checked it out, there's a couple books. It's basically the entrepreneurial operating system. There's a couple of them. You got What the Heck is EOS? You've we've got the EOS book. There's two other ones, and I'll mention them. We had to kind of dust it off. We were doing the meetings pretty well. We had formed our EOS plan, our leadership team accountability chart, and we were meeting weekly, and it really helped to bring out the issues as far as a high level view of the business and work on problems or hiring or efficiencies, just things that needed to get done. We meet weekly, and that's basically what we talk about. It's an 1.5-hour meeting, but 60 minutes of it is going through and solving our issues. So instead of talking aimlessly without direction, EOS really has helped us to narrow down and solve problems on a weekly basis. And so it's built up for a yearly picture, a 3-year vision, and 10-year target, and then it breaks that yearly plan, the more detailed plan, down into quarters, and then the quarters down into weeks, which is comprised of the meeting. So glad we got back into that last Friday. We'll have another one this Friday, and some of the goals of the quarter, we call it rocks. It's the most important tasks to get done and accomplished for those 3 months. And each week we've got to-dos, which could be working on certain aspects of our rocks. So real excited to have the full team. It's so important to have the labor handled so that the leadership team can get together and work on the growth plans of the business and the efficiencies of the business. So super excited about that. We have, as far as, and I'll do a whiteboard of our bakery for anybody interested. We could be selling Matchbox cars. I really enjoy the starting, the building of businesses, the concepts, and working with a budget, trying to make it, trying to meet the budget and bring that business to opening day, and then growing it. So that's what I really enjoy about entrepreneurship. So my wife, her bakery is Sinless Sweets. We're running a food truck right now, but we are starting a brick and mortar location. We're doing the build out. So we had a budget of about $120,000 to $130,000 to do the build out of the location. So it was basically just 4 walls. I think we actually had an office, but we had to section off the office, basically do the entire inside of, we're to rewire the electrical, and then design and get all the equipment. So we had, what all did we have to purchase? We got 2 3-door refrigerators, commercial refrigerators. Last week we secured those. We had to get a double convection oven. We had to get a range. We still have to get a 2-door freezer and 2 display cases, refrigerated display cases for the bakery product. We secured 4 work tables. So all in all, I think we're gonna we set a budget of right at $30,000, $32,000 for the equipment. I think we will come in just under that, right about $29,000. So that's awesome. We just got the electrical bid. It was $20,000, and we're now waiting on the general contractor for the plumbing, the hood, which luckily it's not a very extensive hood. It's basically like a mixture of commercial residential with a fire suppression, so I don't think it'll be too expensive. We've got painting, flooring, and then I really think that's about it. And then stocking it, but we already have a good bit of ingredients that we get weekly. So hopefully we'll hit the budget. We should find out more this week as far as a pricing window from the general contractor. I was really hoping the build out would be no more than $70,000 total, and then the $30,000 of equipment, and then some marketing. And unfortunately, we are having to pay rent before we actually get to go in there. So those are some expenses that we kind of had in there as operating capital. But I'll do a whiteboard about the start, the process of, this is it's a retail bakery, but it applies to all businesses as far as the the budget, some of the processes of licensing and things like that. So I'll definitely film this Thursday's meeting. I'll set a reminder on my phone at 6:40 to put the phone in the gizmo, and so we can, and let me know if that's helpful at all, to see our meetings and to see, kind of the topics and things like that. And I'll continue to do them. Actually, I have to start first. So we'll film that. That'll be Jeremy's meeting on Thursday, and we'll post that. But hope everybody had a great day. Hope the week is going well. And until tomorrow, we will see you soon.